cacophony. When will it end?
That was in my head all night while sleeping.
Oh, mate, I had the TV on mute, but I could just tell. 55,000 people, that doesn't matter. Fuck, I feel like a million.
Oh.
Hey, catch any cricket last night? Put this in the bit going on category. Bit going on, Pez. Hello and welcome back to the Grey Cricketer. Let's wrap up day 2. Let's see where this test match is going. I'm looking forward.
What happened?
Well, India were all out for 145. Joe Root got a couple, 5 for 8. Then England got bowled out in 6 minutes. Axar took 5 for 32. Washington Sundar, I thought he was my man of the match. He avoided his thanks for coming award, taking 1 from his 1 over. India picked it up, none for 49, winning by 10 wickets. That's what happened. Can you explain it to me in grade terms?
Oh, yeah. In grade terms, normally I'm sort of out the side of the mouth going, you always have to say,
yeah, exactly.
But this time it's more like, come on, boys, 1 brings 9 here.
It was a bit like that, wasn't it?
Mate, it's just really difficult to know where to start for this one. Definitely a little bit going on. But we've got 3 things. We have a structure for this, Higgos. So let's just start from the top. I want to start with 17 wickets in 1 day.
Yeah.
The quickest test match conclusion since 1935.
Okay.
I presume those wickets weren't covered back then.
Probably not. And there was a rest day.
Exactly. So pretty quick match.
Yeah.
The match was pretty much done in 5 sessions, he goes.
Yeah. Good toss to win.
Really good toss to win. 28 out of the 30 wickets to spin.
Yep.
England beat West Indies in Barbados 1935. Got this here. So
yeah, okay,
mate,
right.
17 wickets in a day.
Yeah.
How you working that through your head?
Here's how I'm processing that, mate. So I mean, I'll sort of get into
a lot of things that happened.
Yeah, a lot of things that happened. But I was actually watching this game with Bree.
Your partner, not cheese.
That's right. Well, we had a bit of cheese as well. Nice. And it was she's not really into the cricket, so she sort of learned about the game. Had to say, hey, this never usually happens. Hasn't happened since 35.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Barbados.
They're on for 35 here, actually.
But it was a bit like, she was so into it because it was like, mate, anytime Axar was bowling and it lands in the
volcano.
Exactly. Yeah, it lands in Vesuvius. And then at that moment, it's like anything can happen. And I literally mean, not even in a cricketing context, like the world could have caved in at that point. Spontaneous combustion, sinkholes, Komodo dragons, anything could have happened.
Yeah. And so you actually won Bree over to that. She was, She was like,
a lot of
forget holy moly.
A lot of people have been asking, why aren't you guys covering the New Zealand, Australia? Who gives a fuck about a T20 game? Also, New Zealand, well done, great performance.
Especially when we're losing.
Yeah, I didn't even know Australia were playing. Yeah,
Langer's not even over there.
It doesn't even count. Exactly. Anyway, but the point was that it was a bit like she was like hanging on to me when the ball was landing in the mix zone.
Well, like a horror movie.
Mate, it was a bit like, you know when you first start to learn how to drive and then like your mum's in the front seat or whatever and she's like hanging on to the side door? It was a bit like that. It was like, oh, be careful on the corners. It was a bit like that. It was, oh.
When you're dating as a teenager, you go to the movies with a view to possibly, if you have a sort of dramatic movie with a few thrills and spills, etc., you might get a little bit of touch action. So this is where Test cricket's going. This is the service that India's bringing to Test cricket that we in our Western consciousness haven't even realised yet.
Exactly. Yeah. It was like Saw.
Okay, I had a similar experience with my wife, who watches cricket, I think, even less than that.
Right,
and she was just trying to talk to me about something or other. I was like, just hang on a sec. And when England's innings started and Crawley got bowled first ball, I was like, my jaw was over at mid-off. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't a circuit.
Nah,
and then Bairstow's in, and he plays that.
I'll sweat this.
I am going. I want a pair, and Patel's on a hat trick.
Yeah.
I'm going to booge this.
That was the most Australian sweep.
Mate,
you can't let him settle. You can't let him settle. It was the most Australian shot I've ever seen.
And then somehow it was going over the top, which was the worst thing that's ever happened ever. Yeah. And then just the third one, Tori, I was like, this is incredible, Tori. He bowls the third one, it bowls him, and I like literally dive to the other side of the couch and like bury my head into the corner of the couch, fucking shaking with laughter. Like I'm smacking my hands into the couch. And I just talk about 17 weeks because we're going to get into the meaning of it. But like, you had that. You had Joe Root taking 5 for 8.
Yeah.
you know, his test average is 6 above his bowling, like batting average is 6 above his bowling average. Like, is he an all-rounder?
Yeah,
I don't know,
right.
but he's got 5 for 8.
Yeah. That reminded me a lot of, remember Michael Clark took 6 for 9 in Mumbai in 2004?
Exactly.
And then at the time, they're like, yeah, boys, here we go. And it's like, are you kidding me?
Exactly.
I've seen the movie before. You've seen it 3 times.
Exactly.
Come on. You're going to have a bet on this, are you?
The first few wickets were like, boys, we're back in this. Match is in the bounce. And then you could see when it sort of got to 9 down, 10 down, they're walking and going, Jesus. But my favourite part was the commencement of England's innings.
100%.
Patel. That was
100%.
just like, you know, we're back on here.
Yeah.
No, we're not.
Yeah. Didn't the lead of 30 just like in the, you know, did we all forget that that's about like 45% of the runs that happened in the match?
Yeah.
Like a lead of 31 or whatever it was might have well been 400.
Yeah.
It was like England basically following on.
Well, look, Ashwin 400 test wickets, well done. Patel, whatever, however many he got, 15 for, well done. I feel like the meaning of this game needs to be zoomed out from individual performances, because one of those ones where it's like it's obviously a record inducing kind of fixture for how quick it went for and
records were
all that
induced.
kind of stuff, but I can't really remember individual performances now. It was all like, did you survive the lottery? You know, how long did you survive for the fucking roulette of this game? So the second one he goes is this cricket good?
Yeah.
Do you think this cricket is good?
Well, you're really asking 2 questions there,
It's a
Pez.
4-hour discussion.
No, 3. Now, what is good? Because I think the broader question is, how much do India need international cricket? Because
that's just going right to the end question, isn't it?
Yeah, because if they don't, then like fucking crack on, boys. But as we know, and you said many times in the past, Pez, cricket is a Netflix show.
Yep.
And it's competing with TikTok. I mean, we barely had time for Vine. Remember Vine? 6-second videos. Get out of here. We couldn't even pay attention to that. You know, Axar Patel's speed deals and the hot Ahmedabad sun. I mean, that for me, that's getting me hard.
Yeah.
You know? Is Stuart Broad's symmetrical action, which you can set your watch to whilst there's some egg and bacon tires in the MCC pavilion, is that getting me hard? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is. But you know what? I'm competing with watching end of 4 of season 4 of The Crown. Do I give a fuck all of a sudden about, you know, Diana and Charles's failing marriage? Nah. I want to see if Axar's ragging him or if he's blowing up front pads.
That's right.
That's entertainment. So is it good? It was great entertainment. Is it good for the game? Different question. But that was good last night. I enjoyed that.
I enjoyed it too. You know, like, and for a while there, when England were taking wickets, I was like, India's pushed it too far here.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
They've rolled out the Bunsen again. I'm like, they're getting high off their own bunts. Yeah. Addicted to the bunts.
High off their own
high
supply.
off their own supply.
Yeah, Jay-Z, yeah.
And I thought the shootout's on, and it was actually England's best chance. And at the time, I thought, you know, in my social media bubbles, all that chat about the fairness of the pitch just started dying down.
Didn't it?
When Root
Yeah.
was fucking 4 for none, or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah,
You know, just started dying down. The pitch fairness chat was roughly proportionate to England's position in the game.
That's right.
Because it's come back up again.
Weird.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's a difficult one with the pitch stuff. Like, I'm oscillating between defending it.
Yeah.
Because maybe this is the future of Test cricket. Maybe this is TikTok. Maybe it needs to go that way.
Yeah.
But then also, I'm working hard here to defend a 2-day game.
Yeah.
I mean, and like, you know, we play grade cricket. That's a 2-dayer.
It's a 2-dayer.
It was 2 days. There was 30 overs to go, and the outright was done.
Yeah.
We're off sinking bulk piss.
We're trying to make it to tea.
Exactly.
We get some Tim Tams in, boys.
and it's done. It's hard. And the thing that the thing that furrows the brow, and I have a brow or two that I have to tend to, is when you've got the BCCI sponsored commentators saying, this has nothing to do with the pitch.
Oh my God!
It's
all
all in the minds. Yeah,
mate. They got into
and Kevin Peterson.
They started to get
They're on the deck.
They started to get into some modern day players' defensive techniques. Chat. And I was like, these guys hit so many balls, and they're missing the ball by like that far. It's like these guys ain't missing them by that much. I mean, it's. I don't want to get into like, you know, fairness and it's delving into like that was farcical. It was a farce.
It was, but he goes,
hell of a show. I'm watching it again.
Exactly, and this is the thing. What is cricket?
What is it?
Because why was it so fun? So I'm going to temper this a little bit. Like,
what is love?
Same with Chennai second test. It gets its context from other games. I mean, how many fucking games we watch in Australia? Whacker, flat wicket, one batsman misses out, fill your boots, Ross Taylor and fucking whoever else.
Boots are being filled.
Boots are filled forever. And we get that test after test after test. There's a little bit of a kind of rebalancing going on when you come over here. So I'm up for that. And you know what? Like Herodotus, Like the Greek philosopher
Yeah.
Herodotus asked
Yeah,
or
what'd he say
said,
again?
might is right.
Might is right.
This is it. This is where cricket's going.
Yeah.
You know, I know like in Australia, it's like, no, let's make the game go for 4 or 5 days. Got to sell a couple of Vodafone ads. You know what I mean? We've got to run the Nathan Lyon biopic or whatever he's he's in.
Yeah.
Do you get more engagement with a 2-day adrenaline fucking shootout? Is there more social engagement? I want to know the numbers on this. Are you selling more ads around it?
Yeah.
Maybe this is the way.
The BCCI factory in the Grey Cricketers YouTube channel. You know?
Yeah.
We're trying to run a business over here, guys.
Yeah.
Come on. You having a laugh?
Exactly.
30 wickets in a day or some shit. Now, if you are enjoying this video, do like and subscribe. We see you watching over and over again. You're going to come back. I know you're going to come back. I'm going to be watching that game over again. You're going to come back here again. Might as well subscribe.
What are the lessons, he goes? What are the lessons out of this?
Well, Pez, when it comes down to the lessons out of this, now I saw Joe Root, the best all-rounder in the world.
Yes.
Big conversation going on between him and Jason Holder. And he said there was a slight misread with the selection. Now, I don't know if there's been a worse selection than perhaps. Now, I think a worse selection might have been when Will Smith decided to do Wild Wild West instead of The Matrix. That was an interesting selection that he made.
Yeah, I still think about that.
I still think about it. I'm up nights about it, you know. But I keep thinking about, you know, the lessons from this. Okay, the bad selections, but you got to go back to Churchill with this stuff. It's Churchillian stuff. You know what he said? We'll fight them on the beaches. Well, get used to some fucking beaches, boys.
Yeah.
Because that's what we're going to be playing on.
Churchill was always out of his time.
Beaches, Roland Garros. It's all clay. Bit of sand.
That's what I'm
Microchip
saying.
stuff.
Spinners in test tubes, steel and dirt. Talk fucking Argus. Forget our Argus review. That's the next one. Spinners in test tubes, steel and dirt. Mitchell Stark, if he came around again, age 17, he's bowling Patels.
100%.
He's limbs.
He's bowling Patels.
We got to develop limbs.
Yeah.
In
Yeah,
the
100%.
Anglosphere. England could do what they want. They'll roll out their green seamers and stuff, and that'll be normal.
Has there been a player that rocks speed dealers better than Axar Patel?
No, second test, unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
He looks like he's been doing it forever.
Yeah.
Fuck, England. The England series over there is going to be very land of hope and glory, isn't it? It's going to be fucking Union Jacks.
Jerusalem after every wicket.
Mate, I don't know, man.
Can they learn anything, England? Do they learn anything? Is it going to be just? Is it going to be like retribution in England?
Yeah.
Is it just going to be like, oh, we're going to their own
build
2
it
day?
up that way? Yeah. Well, I mean, 20 wickets fell in England versus Ireland last year
That's
at
right,
Lords.
yeah, Lords, yeah.
Didn't talk about that too much, did we? Well,
Yeah.
we did.
We did,
And it was
fair bit.
Ireland.
And Leach got 92.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Yeah.
fair for Ireland.
Yeah. India lost 7 for 31. 31 for 7. It was over in 5 sessions. Anyone who says there was a lack of application by the bats, they're at the trough. Okay? You know, I want to defend India wickets and pitches and how it challenges our consciousness and our notions of what's conventional all day. You know? Because we live in our little fucking myopic world.
Yeah, that's right.
But if you say that it was lack of application, you're at the trough.
You just got to get in behind it. Do you? Fuck.
And it's the lacquer. You were talking about it's the lacquer. Like Rogue was talking about this, the SG ball.
Yeah.
The way the lacquer works with the pitch,
Yep.
the way it relates to the pitch, it doesn't just skid on. It actually speeds up.
Speeds up. Yeah.
With the pink ball, we got to retrain what pink
It's like
ball
that
means.
batting on the like a slips cradle.
Yeah. It was like they saw in England were going, Anderson and Broad will fuck you up with a pink ball seam. Like, oh, okay, no, we can make that work for spin. We can make it work. And it
In
has.
hindsight, can you imagine the absolute knee slapping hilarity that they would have seen, you would have seen in the Indian dressing room when they looked at the team sheet for England?
Oh yeah, yeah. Or it might have just been one smirk.
Interesting.
I know Ravi Ashwin does that dance. This is one shoulder drop.
Oh yeah,
Maybe that's the equivalent of the side mouth.
yeah. Looking forward to speaking to Ashwin.
I don't know. Yeah, looking forward to speaking to him. An Ask TGC here. He goes, "Do you want to get out of here?" I don't know. I mean, look, I'll go with Seb Baird. Ask TGC. Does the advent of tall spin, Patel, Ashwin, render meaningless the rise of tall runs? I guess what I'm asking is, should England bin everything and force Zach Crawley to become a spin bowler?
Yeah, well, certainly in the cards.
Everything's on the table, isn't it?
You can't tell me that Archer was not warming up in the nets at the back, just running at some left arm offies.
He should do it.
He should do it.
Yeah.
That's the future.
That's what I'm saying. Any athlete, AFL players over here, spin.
Yeah. It's like how NFL players, like kickers, often get picked up. They get recruited AFL players, just different sports, that kind of gear. I was thinking about the selection again. I was just thinking about India. They're going to get a kicking at some point. They want to roll out these shootout pitches.
Yeah.
They're going to get a kicking, but they're going to win more than they lose as long as England and touring teams keep fucking up like this. Now, like England's selection policy, as a serious answer, is like Ollie Pope is going to be a great player in a lot of different conditions. He ain't scoring shit in India.
Yeah.
I tell you who would have been a great pick for this? Samet Patel.
Yeah.
He would have been. He averages like 16 in Test cricket. Played 6 Tests. You know, hasn't done well in Test cricket. But those left arm low trajectory sliders, plays well against spin. He would have been a great pick. He would have been nowhere near this squad. Yeah. But like, that's what you have to do. You have to start picking like different teams to go to Asia.
Mate,
different teams. It's just that makes sense.
Steve O'Keefe's got to keep fit. Truly, you need to go to these games with like just 3 or 4 incredible spinners who might be able to booge fucking 12 runs, which is worth about 50.
Exactly.
So the next test, it's going to be a road, isn't it? England will just stack it with 6 spinners and it'll just be like Kohli.
Yeah.
Because, you know, when you make a prediction on this show,
people
don't let you know about it. Sorry, I didn't realise there was going to be 17 wickets in a day.
Someone in the comments yesterday for yesterday's video was like, wow, prediction was way off. Fucking hell.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, mate.
Want to revisit that prediction, Chief?
All right, we'll be back for day 3 tomorrow to wrap up the day's play.
We're going to do anything?
I don't know. Yeah. We had some stuff planned, so that's gone right out the window. That's gone right out the window. But you know what? We'll be back. We'll be back for the 4th test. We'll be doing the dailies, just the 2-day test matches. We're wrapping up now. I guess there's some other stuff. Stick it right here. Subscribe. Do like. Do share it around. We really do appreciate it a lot right here on the Grey Cricketer YouTube. We'll see you guys next time on the internet.